Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now, I've been out filming today. That's not what we're looking here today to look at, but I've been out filming today and my daughter rang me and she went, "Oh, there's been a parcel delivered for you." And I was like, "I know what it is!" So, just to set the stage a little bit, I tell you what, timestamp here, there you can actually see when I do start to open this, but I've spoken to a lot of you recently about mechanical automatic watches. I have never owned an automatic watch, and a lot of you have just said, look, you just need to just go balls deep, get yourself one, and just, you know, you'll love it. So I was recently on the Black Friday sales. I was looking at a Mudmaster watch, and I was looking through a few different sites, and you know when they have those little bits down the side, it's like, ooh, what about one of these? And I was like, wow, that is fit. So I've bought myself a Seiko Super 5 skeleton watch, skeleton dial watch. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I'll leave all of that here. I got this from Watch Nation. Now at the time, check it now, might as well. I think these are £260, but I managed to pick it for 180. That's right. 30% off. I was like, yeah, okay, I've got to get it. I need to, like you say, just straighten the deep end and get yourself a mechanical watch. Now, I've had to open this mainly because I have had a few deliveries today, so I needed to double check which one it's in. So I peeked in and I can see the word Seiko, but I've not opened it because I thought I'd do an initial reactions kind of video. I don't really do a lot of these, but you know, why the hell not? You've got to diversify and try different things. Now, you might be thinking, why Seiko? I don't know, is the answer. I've always liked the aesthetic of Seikos. Japanese engineering is very good. There's probably other ones out there that you're thinking, that's a weird first automatic watch to get. But I don't know, I've just always liked the aesthetic. And when you see this, you will... it was totally sold to me on the aesthetic. Yeah, it just looked pretty. Now, let's turn the camera around and take a closer look. Less of me jibber-jabbering on while I'm turning the camera around. Hopefully you find this entertaining. If you do, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe. And if you do that, I'd like to take the time at this point just to say thank you. Yeah, it certainly helps the channel, and I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, welcome on board. Now, let's turn the camera around and take a closer look at, what is it? The Seiko Super 5 skeleton dial watch. Okay, so here we have it. This is the external box, and it comes in some shrinky. As I say, so this is my it's my first automatic watch, but it's also my first Seiko. So this is all reasonably new. But yeah, okay, so the outside packaging seems reasonably nice. Whoa, that is an instruction manual and a half, isn't it? So, like they tend to do with Casio, it would seem as though you get everything in every single language possible, which makes sense. So yeah, enough about that. We're not here to see that, are we? Probably should have done one of those ones where you get to see my face as well at the same time. So the box on the outside, it's nice. At the end of the day, it's just a box. I guess it's that way because it's Seiko 5, isn't it? If you can see, so I'm trying to improve the lighting that I have in here, because I know sometimes this lens gets a bit grainy, but we'll open that up. It's got a little protect. Ooh, that is nice. That is really nice, and it's got a really nice weight to it as well. So you get a funky little pillow. I mean, it's clearly wrapped steel, which is a shame. But I'm probably going to upgrade the bracelet on it anyway. Why can I get this off? Let's take this off. Yeah, we'll just pull it. So it does have a wee bit of a tinny. In fact, it's got quite a lot of a tinny, it's quite a big tinny sound to it. But as I say, I'm not going to keep this strap on here. There's a very good chance that I'm going to replace this strap. Can I take this off? Let's take this off. Why am I being a div today? Come on, Moorlander, why are you being a div? Should we cut it off? Usually I've got like 1,000 knives here on my desk, and of course on the one day that I need a knife, let's take you off. Hopefully this is entertaining, folks. Oh, we've got a nice case back on there, so we've got a little bit of a sticker. Wow, that really is quite jangly. But hopefully, if you can see on here, so the reason that I went for this is you've got on the bezel, so you've got black, but then rather than having it where you get somewhere it's like the Pepsi ones. So this is this really nice burnt rusty brown, but hopefully you can see on the dial itself that it does have a see-through dial on there, so you can see the day and date on it, but through there you can also see all of the other ones as well. It looks like it's, what's that, lundi, mardi, mercredi. Oh right, okay, so it's got it in English and it's also got it in French, but then you can also see the dates on the outside as well. Bezel feels really nice. It's made from stainless steel, which is always an advantage. They use, is it Hardex? So rather than having a sapphire crystal display, it uses Hardex, which is their proprietary crystal. Ooh, it's got a really nice click to it. Does it? There's a little bit of a play backwards in it, but that doesn't bother me. I think if you get the click right and it just sits there. Rather than having a 3 o'clock winder, it's down here at the 4 o'clock position, which is nice. It stops it from digging in your wrists. It's quite thick, because I like them thick. But also, so one of the advantages as well is, so where the lugs are, it's got drilled through holes on there. So if you did want to change your strap, then it makes it a lot easier to do. It's got a really nice weight to it. And there should be some decent loom on these as well, because I know that Seiko really do like to go nuts with the loom. Let's just give it a bit of a boost. Yeah, that's really nice. I am definitely a little bit gutted about the tinniness of the straps, but as I say, what do they call this? It's an oyster style band. It's easy to replace, and I'm definitely going to replace that. I've been looking at one from Hawk Rigger. If you don't know Hawk Rigger, you should definitely check out their bands. They look absolutely amazing, but they're NATO bands rather than actual steel bands. That should just pull off there as well. And then on the reverse, so on here, if you can see, so it does have one of those case backs on it where you can see the movement in there. I'm probably not getting this at a good angle, but so this is it's a homage to a watch that I think they made in the it's either 1940s or 1950s. You'll have to excuse me on the date on that one, which they call the Sona watch, or at least it was nicknamed the Sona watch. So it has this display. There's two versions of this one. There's a brown one and there's this brown one, and then there's a blue version. And then the hand has got this really nice kind of lime green yellow colour to it, hence the sonar. But on the back, the see-through window on it, the original one was kind of frosted, which they've done on this one as well, which is nice. You can still see the weight. If we can get it to move, we can still see the weight moving on the inside, but it's just, as I say, it's just a little bit frosted, so it just looks ever so slightly different than the normal style rear kind of view windows. But yes, so as I mentioned, I got this from Watch Nation. I'm currently wearing my Withings Scan Watch, which has been absolutely amazing, and they offer a service where they will make sure that it's the right size for your wrists. Now I have 7.5-inch wrists, but I asked them to do it at 7 3/4, mainly because like a lot of people, I find that my wrists swell a lot when I get hot. So mainly I've given it an extra little bit just to make sure that when it swells, it's nice. It fits really well. It's a shame that it's that tinny jangle to it. However, I'm very impressed. I think for my first automatic watch, I'm very happy with this. As I say, I went for this purely on aesthetics, and it lives up to it in person. It's really nice. If you could see my face right now, I'm beaming, you would say. Now, I am 100% pleased. I say 100%. I'm 99% pleased. The strap, is definitely going to be replaced. But the dial on that, is brilliant. And that, like I said, that's the main reason that I bought this. It's 100% on aesthetics. So, yeah, I feel you've just watched me lose my automatic watch, Cherry. How did that feel? Hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be the last you see of this. I will have this on, and I will keep it on for the next few months while I'm testing out with the stuff and making content, and you'll probably see it appear in other pieces of content with a little bit of wrist jewelry, bling bling. And yeah, I'll get used to it. I just worry about automatics because that whole you need to keep moving, but obviously, you know, it's got like 2 or 3 days worth of movement in it. Or is that something that you shouldn't do? Let's hear. Don't do this. Don't put it. No. Okay. Moving on swiftly. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so great. I hope you enjoyed this content on the Seiko Sport 5, or is it the Seiko 5 Sport? I'll probably get it right. I'll get it right for the next piece of content that I make on this. And yeah, my first automatic watch. I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from Seiko and this watch and places to pick them up. And I'll leave some of my social media links. But for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. I just want to touch it. It's so pretty! Now, I can definitely say that I'm very happy with this purchase. I think, you know, sometimes I think. Sometimes what I think doesn't make sense. Sometimes when I think it doesn't make it to my mouth. But I definitely think.